No worries about the guy who runs the state of Florida. Has turned it around big time. And, boy, don't you know, every candidate is trying to cover his endorsement, get his backing. He has avoided doing that thus far. The Florida governor, Rick Scott, with us right now. Governor, good to have you.
It's nice to be here. Wish you were in Florida all day. It's going to be an exciting day. It all comes down to Florida, it seems like, in every presidential election.
Yeah, but you have decided not to back anyone. Why?
You know, remember back in 2010, I was the business person, the outsider. The Republican establishment kept telling me, get out of the race, get out of the race. They had their candidate. I trusted the voters. We won the election. We've turned our state around. I trust the voters again. I think it'll come down to, just like my two races, who's the best for jobs. That's what the voters are going to decide.
Why didn't you support anyone? Obviously, they all came to you. You opted not to. Why?
Well, I just want to rely on the voters. The voters are smart. They're going to make a good decision. I didn't like the establishment telling me to get out of the race back in 2010. I don't like the establishment telling people who they should vote for. So I'm going to do what I did in 2010.
Will you eventually support someone, Governor?
Well, we'll see. You know, what I've said so far is I'm not going to do anything before tonight, and then I'll make a decision after that. But I'm going to clearly support the Republican nominee. We can't have 4 more years of Barack Obama. We've turned our state around, but, boy, the federal government is always just so painful to deal with.
All right. Well, as you know, your Attorney General, Pam Bondi, has gone out and supported Donald Trump. Many others have. In fact, there are more getting on that wagon and convinced that he will be the nominee. Are you thinking that's the case?
Well, he's ahead, and he's got the delegate lead right now. But you know, we're going to watch these races. I mean, all these races. It's always interesting. But my responsibility today is to make sure we have a fair election. I've talked to my Secretary of State. We don't have any incidents of fraud, any incidents of irregularities. And the important thing today is just make sure we don't have any issues.
You know, Governor, what has always come up in Florida, let's say Marco Rubio isn't able to win and polls look very prohibitive for him. He still wants to soldier on and continue. Others have said he might be eyeing the governor's office a couple of years from now. What do you think of that?
Well, first off, this is a great job. I love being governor. I love going around the state, talking to people. I was in 6 cities yesterday, 5 cities where I did rallies about our budget, where we cut $1 billion in taxes over 2 years. We're now over 1 million jobs in 5 years.
I know that. It's great.
This is a great job.
What do you think of Marco Rubio maybe eyeing that job? Your job.
There's going to be a lot of people. I think they're going to run for this job. Senator Rubio's done a very good job. He's been a very good partner to work with. We got elected together in 2010. He's been helpful to me with regard to the federal government. But right now he's in the presidential race. We'll see what he does if that doesn't work out for him.
All right. Now, you're limited by your 2 terms at that point. Many have looked at you as maybe looking and sniffing around presidential waters years out. Is that true?
Well, I've got 3 more years of this. I just finished my session. I'm working on trying to make sure this state is #1 for jobs and education and public safety. That's what I think about every day. I'll worry about the future down the road. All
right. Well, your success as governor, you've turned things around, indicates that a businessman coming in to political office can do a lot of good. And how would you assuage those who are leery of Mr. Trump, another businessman, albeit in a different field? You were in healthcare, you were in real estate and casinos, in his case. Allay them of their concern that a business guy can't run a state, or for that matter, a nation.
You know, I'll tell you what I did. I looked at it like I had specific goals. I put out a goal when I ran, 700,000 jobs in 7 years through 7 steps, and I just went and worked it every day. A lot of people say business and business government are not the same. They are the same if you're very focused on, in business, good business people are very focused. Good elected individuals are very focused on what they ran on. So that's why I said 700,000 jobs. We've added 1 million, but I went through piece by piece to try to fix the state, agency by agency, and that's what I did. And right. You know, if we elect another business person, we'll see what they do. Real quickly as well on Marco Rubio, he says he's going to keep fighting on even if he loses the state. Would you ever advise him, if you lose the state senator, that's it, it's over. Don't draw this out. Well, clearly it's a decision for Senator Rubio, but I mean, he clearly believes he has the message that's good for this country. But it's up to him to figure out what he does with his future. Okay, so that's a non-answer, I think, right?
All right, Governor.
Neil, move to Florida. Do all your shows in Florida. We love everybody coming down here in Florida. Spend all your money here.
I love Florida. It's a beautiful state. Thank you, Governor. We'll see what happens later on tonight.